5 challenges every content creator faces. So if you're trying to build a social following and become an influencer, then keep watching this video because I'm going to give you 5 challenges to look out for and how to maybe overcome them. First challenge, and this is probably the hardest one for me and probably everybody, but it's consistency. Showing up every single day consistently is so flippin' hard. It's easy to do for short periods of time. Like for a week, I'm sure you can post every single day, but when it comes to months, years, it is really hard to stay consistent. And that's what you have to do. The algorithm looks at that, the audience looks at that, and overall you gotta just keep going in order to really grow something big. Now I would say the hardest part about being consistent is when you're creating videos consistently and you got crickets. Nobody's watching, nobody's listening, it doesn't seem like your views are happening or popping off in any way. So that's the hardest part, to keep pushing through the crickets, that big field of crickets. You gotta keep walking through it to reach the other side where there's people actually there to listen to you. Number 2, creative burnout. Being creative and open-minded to the types of videos that you're creating and not just getting into one niche and only doing that one thing over and over. I was talking to a buddy of mine who's a content creator. He's got like 600,000 followers on TikTok and he only makes one specific type of video. And I was like, bro, you gotta test doing other things. And he's like, I've tested other things, they don't work, so I'm just gonna stick to this one little niche. And it's like, all right, stay in there, but like, you know, don't you want to spread your creative wings and fly, you know? So just don't be scared to be creative, even if you get crickets on those creative videos. Number 3, monetization pressure. Now this is probably a big one as well. You gotta make sure that you're actually making money. I mean, why would you spend 8 hours a day or 20 hours a week in creating content if you're not making any money? So you need to have in the back of your head or in the front of your head, what's the end game? What's the long-term win that you're gonna face? Number 4, comparison is the thief of joy. You're gonna see some people that are gonna grow faster than you. You're gonna see some people that overnight just seem like they get 1 million followers. So you can't let that kill your joy and just bring you down. So don't compare yourself to others. Stay in your lane, put your head down, focus on building your audience, your content, testing out different niches, and just having fun with it. You know, think long-term with it. And number 5, audience growth plateaus. You're gonna get to a point where you've been building linearly, or maybe you hit some pops or you get some big followers, and then at some point you're gonna see a flattening and you're gonna stay at the same level for a while. You can't get discouraged. You just gotta keep pushing through this and keep going through the slow times. And even if you have a video go viral and then you're back to crickets and each video is just like 300 views, you gotta just keep pushing through this and know that it's a long term. Maybe look more at the view retention metric or your own happiness metric. Figure out your own metrics and then just focus on those.